Hi everyone, this is Norman Kochnick here from Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochnick. We have an International Women's Day. I'm only going to be speaking for 1 minute or so, and then I'm going to hand it over to the girls, so you won't see me again until maybe the very, very end, but it's going to be you girls talking. And we're going to have a discussion with a number of incredible people from the cricketing world, both players, both people that have been involved with cricket from a playing perspective, even a physical fitness training perspective with Sripali, and Preity, who is our American host, who will be hosting the rest of the show. So again, this is Norman Kochnick. The show is International Women's Day, which really is International Women's Week now, because we're going to be going all week. We have lovely guests from Sri Lanka, from Malaysia, from India, from Bangladesh, and probably more Australia really now, and from America. And we're getting another person coming later from India. So I'm going to introduce the girls very quickly, and I'm going to hand it over. We've got, first and foremost, Preity Upala in the middle there. Say hello, Preity.
Namaste, everyone. Hello.
Namaste. We have Janshul Shimona from Bangladesh, now living in Australia. Hello. We have Neelakshi Sharma there from India. Say hello, Neelakshi. We have Winifred Duraisingam, who is sitting there from Malaysia in the middle.
Hello.
And we have Sripali Weerakkody, or better known as Myris Fitness, on the bottom there. Say hello, Sripali. Hello, good. All right, so we've got many people who will be here. So I'm going to hand it over now to the lovely Preity, and she'll ask you questions about a number of things from the India-England series, the girls' game between India and South Africa, and on we're going to talk more about women's cricket, the whole lot, and that's Preety's job to do. I'm a man, so I shouldn't be here, should I? So I'm going to go back and direct from behind. So I'll just work out how I do that now. I'll just, I'll mute myself for stuff.
Okay. Namaste, everyone. It's so honored to be with all of you. This is a free-flowing conversation, and this is really about you girls. So I'll step back, and I just want to get, an engaging conversation, and you guys to speak to each other and, share your experiences. I think the show is so much about men's cricket, and people are so engrossed in it, but they don't get to appreciate women's cricket. So I think this will give them an opportunity to do that. So firstly, and I'll open it up to, I guess, everyone. How was the India versus England series? What were your thoughts? Did you expect India to win the way that they won? Please share. Go ahead. Anyone can start.
Something going on.
I didn't expect India to win the series. Although I thought England might draw 1 or 2 matches. And the first match was very disappointing. I wasn't expecting that. And in the second test match, when Akshar Patel came, it completely changed.
All right, thank you. All right, anybody else? I'm sure you have a lot of views on this game, so please share with us. We want to hear.
Hello.
Yes.
Actually, I can't see anyone. I don't know why.
All right, Sripali, you go. What did you think of the game?
Yeah, actually, I think they're playing really well in this tournament, but unfortunately, first match India has lost, right? But
Yes.
second match they won, so I think they played good cricket under COVID situation.
And did you have a favorite player of the series? Who did you like
Uh,
watching?
yeah, I think Mandana. She played really well with South Africa last match. So I think she's a good player in world now.
And the England versus India series, who did you like the most there? Did you enjoy watching somebody? All right, Janathul, you go.
Yeah, though I didn't follow that much the test, but I saw a couple of highlights and that's it. First match though in England win the match, they did really well, and second match India strongly come back and they did really well, and especially Rishabh Brown and Akshay Patel, they played really well. So that's the thing, and hopefully the next match very important both for the both team. Hopefully we can see a good cricket match, good performance from both sides. And if he asks about me, the India versus South Africa match after so long time, COVID, another step, India going to play in international and South Africa also. But the first match, unfortunately, India can't do well that much. And if I tell about the second match, they very strongly come back, especially their experienced bowler Jhulan Goswami. She did really well, and the batsman Sriti Mandhana, she did also really well. So it's really nice, and everyone, I think, very excited about the third ODI. So it will be, I think, not an easy match. Both team going to win the series. So hopefully we can see a good cricket match.
Wonderful. And so, when is the next big tournament for you guys? Like, which teams are going to be playing?
So I'm playing for Bangladesh national team, and Bangladesh team at the moment have the practice match. So I'm in the not involved with the team. I play for the Bankstown club in Sydney. So Bangladesh going to qualify for the next year 2022 uh, World Cup, ODI World Cup. They have a big, good competition. Eight, they have three teams only going to the directly qualify. So it's like finger crossed. They have good teams: West Indies, Sri Lanka, and then Bangladesh, Pakistan. They also good, and they have only three chances. So they have a quite tough, but we have to win, and everyone's going to, it's like a dream to play the World Cup, because only 8 teams play the ODI World Cup, and Bangladesh didn't play before ODI World Cup. So and my teammates and coaching staff, they are really working hard for it to make the World Cup qualify actually.
Wow, very exciting. So you have a big year, 2021. All right, Winifred, we want to hear from you. Please share with us, if did you watch the India versus England match? What did you think? Your thoughts?
Actually, I only just followed the score online with on Cricket Info, because in Malaysia we don't get to watch female cricket live. So I think that India came back strong in the second match. The senior players took their responsibility, and especially the captain came back strong and fought back strong and showed their talent and who they actually are. So I hope for the next game they come back strong and show their best.
Wow, and your this is the female, this is the women's game you're talking about, or are you talking about the men's game? Because India, England, I guess even the men played as well.
Yeah, the men also played. I the men played really well, but the female also came back strong in the second ODI. In the first ODI, they played really well, and I think they'll come back strong for the third match, the women's.
Mm-hmm.
But the Indian team came back really strong in their batting in the second ODI.
Wow.
Especially
And your next, your team, who are they playing next and when?
for us, our next tournament is the Asia Qualifiers, which is in this year, maybe middle of the year, if I'm not mistaken, and it's been played in Malaysia. So that's our next target.
Are you the host country, or that's just where the first
We
games
are
will
the
be?
host for that. Yeah.
Wonderful. And Sripali, we still want to hear from you.
Yeah, actually, I apologize. Here, bad weather. It's raining here, so signals going up and down.
Are you excited about the Asian Cup qualifiers? Do you still watch keenly cricket?
Yeah. I'm not watching actually. I'm following scores on social media. But I have seen a few videos in recently playing Preity Mandana and last match with South Africa. Really, really well. She played really well. So take experience to the ground, you know. So I think they're playing really well. And also, I would like to mention in Sri Lankan cricket, I heard they haven't played international match. 17 match they haven't played yet. So I hope they will play international match soon. I think more than us, the other countries, they are still on cricket. But I don't know. Unfortunately, here have stopped everything because of COVID situation.
So you're in Sri Lanka right now,
Yeah.
but you live in Australia as well sometimes, like half
Oh
the
yeah.
time, or?
They are 1.5 year ago because I did a master trainer fitness course in Australia. And I would like to mention Norman Koshnak. He's the one helped women's cricket in the world. I want to mention that because he has helped so many players in the world, even South African players, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, India. He's a good person, actually. Thank you so much, Norman. Are you here? Thank you so much, Norman. You have helped. You have sponsored a lot for women's cricket.
Norman is the biggest supporter of women's cricket in the world, I think.
Yeah.
I think he was waiting to hear that from your lips. That thank you, Norman, for all that. I get the feeling. So he's must be so happy. So you girls know each other, right? I mean, do Sripali, Janatul, Winifred, have you played? Have all of you played each other?
I think when for years, no? No. I think no.
I think I play with you in Bangladesh
Really?
domestic.
Oh,
Yeah.
domestic.
Yeah.
So who's played who?
I play versus Sripali in Bangladesh
Okay, you both
domestic.
played. But you know
Yes,
each other still from just tournaments, or like I guess events, or I'm just trying to like
Through
it
Norman.
seems like with the women's you can make friends with each other, and it's a different kind of dynamic.
Yeah, I think through Norman, right?
Through Norman, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Norman. We have so many friends here because of you.
That's so amazing. I'm just I think I'm sure everybody wants to know how have your journeys been so far? Did your family support you? Did you get support that you needed when you told them I want to do this professionally, or were they apprehensive? Like, I want to hear from each of you.
For me, yes, my family supported me from the start since I was maybe say 10 years old, which I was playing. I started playing outside on the road. That's how my cricket began. And from there, I slowly started training with the boys' teams. And at the age of 14, I entered the national pool. And right till now, but at the age of 21, I became captain of the Malaysian women's team. So it has been 7 years since I captained the side till today. Yeah.
Wow. You're lucky you had a supportive family and you're able to sort of, from that 10 years is very young. That's amazing.
And they sent me to overseas as well for training to Australia, to Sri Lanka, and quite a few times. Twice to Australia, twice to Sri Lanka, and there is where I gained my experience from. A lot of experience by watching overseas players playing. So that's how I became more interest. The game became more interesting for me as well. Watching more talented players playing.
Wonderful. Janathul, please share with us did your family support you and your early days, your journey into professional cricket? That's for you, Janathul.
Oh, sorry. I just missing it. Yeah, just I also start my cricket very early age. But we are from everyone from like subcontinent, so our parents typical like you have to be good in study, you have to do well, you have to be doctor or engineer. So my parents also same thing. They want to be like they are very focused about my study. So, but I was very focused about cricket from my like childhood, and I used to play the cricket with my boys. I have less girlfriends. I have more like friends of boys, and I used to play with them cricket. So I started playing cricket when I was like 4 or 5 years old with tennis ball, and then I play professionally when I'm 10 years old actually. I play for my district team and division team. This is the higher level of Bangladesh, like domestic. So I play when I was 11 years old. I started to play the domestic, like division cricket. That is the highest level. So it's like if I when I am thinking at the moment, it's like kind of unbelievable that I play so early. And then I start my school in a institute of sports in Bangladesh. So I start at it in cricket department, and I just we have very good facilities over there. So I just have to mention because I am here. I am a cricketer of whatever. This is for like PTSD. So that's why I love to mention. And my family was very supportive because when they understand I'm very passionate about cricket. I really want to be a cricketer. That's why they just keep supporting and they believe I can do well also in sports. So that's why they are supporting me, and Alhamdulillah, I feel good to say I can achieve also my goal. I want to play for my country. So when I was 16, I was first time get the chance for the team. So it's really nice for me. It was, and still I was in the team and out of the team in the team. So I just working hard to do well in cricket.
Wow, wonderful story. All right, Sripali, we want to hear from you. Your journey into cricket, and did your family support you? Do you have any interesting stories to share with us from your early days? Sripali, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I used to play softball cricket first, and then I started leather ball cricket later. So I used to play Candy Cricket Club, Candy Women's Cricket Club first earlier. Then, after that, I came to Colombo to play national level. So I think 2004, year 2004. So we had a few sponsors there. So they gave us traveling fees and cricket equipment, so many things. And after that, cricket board sponsors us. So after that, we met Norman Koshnak, I think 5-6 years earlier. So he has sponsored us. I think in Sri Lanka, 3-4 players he has sponsored. So through him, so I got a chance to go Australia and play cricket, Sydney Cricket Club as well. So it's a good chance for me as a Sri Lankan cricketer.
And your parents, were they excited when you told them you want to do this professionally? And were they supportive?
Yeah, of course, because I used to play men's. I mean, my brothers and so many boys. I used to play when I as a child. So that's how I entered the women's cricket. And I used to play school level, and after that, I met my first coach in Kandy. So through him, I came to Colombo and I played national level.
Amazing. It's so great to hear your stories. I'm so intrigued with, I guess, what's going on with the cricket world in general, in the men's cricket. It's so much is going on, but I want to know, what is the state of the women's cricket in the world? Are you happy with the direction that it's going? Is it only getting better and better? Is it becoming more competitive, more lucrative? Is there more sponsorship, more money for you girls now than there has ever been? Or do you think it's still falling short compared to what it should be? Anyone can? Winnie, go for it.
In my opinion, I think that now women's cricket is going higher than before, and I can see more sponsorship coming for women's cricket as well nowadays. And you can see that now that the World Cup will be adding more 10 teams or above, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a very good sign for women's cricket in the future, the upcoming. And it's a very good thing to see that women's cricket is also having more tournaments for girls now. So that's a really good sign for women's cricket.
Do you sometimes look at the men's and think they're on some, I mean, the men's cricket is maybe one of the most lucrative in the world, I would say. It's like on another planet. How do you girls feel, or how, Winnie, how do you see that? Do you think that women's cricket can also get there? Because obviously there's a huge market. You're talking about billions of people watching, and if you just look at India alone, there's huge numbers, right? And obviously they love cricket.
Like you see the last Women's World Cup, they saw on the finals, the supporters were big amount of supporters you never seen before. So that's a very good starting sign for women's cricket. So now I can also see that a lot of supporters coming to watch women's cricket as well. The really good sign that I think soon we will also be getting where the boys cricket are. So I think just maybe 2 3 years more, you'll see the difference, because now you can see that more tournaments coming up for women's as well.
Wow, that's like 2 3 years. That's not a long time. So I
Yeah.
look forward to that. Janatul, what are your views? How do you view men's cricket, and where do you think the state of women's cricket is in the world? Are you happy with where it is, or do you think it has a long way to go?
Yeah, first of all, I do not want it to compare with men's cricket because there has a huge gap. So I just, if I say about only women's cricket, is like if I say with 5 years ago, it's totally changed. Lots of good thing, lots of positivity. Because before people, girls also can't think about it. People can take it like professionally. So that's the thing changing. Girls will take it professionally at the moment. So hopefully within 3 or 4 years or more days when it will be more better. I just take 1 minute. Sorry.
That's
So
okay.
hopefully it's going better. I was last year, 2000, yeah, last year T20 World Cup. I was in Melbourne and with Norman also there with me. So we are going to watch the final match. This is totally unbelievable environment. I think this is the starting. It's going to change day by day, and especially if I say about Australia, they are like take lots of step to forward the women's cricket, and I think we have to learn from the. We have to learn from it. The other cricket, if I say about Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka, so if they, especially like men's cricket, India doing really well job financially everything. So if they take it like something like this, women's team also. So I think we can women's team do better day by day, and whatever at the moment is like less money. I think it will be overcome, and I think like we loves to play cricket. That's the important thing. So at the moment, money is the not fact. The love to play cricket, that's the fact. But it will be changed because if I'll be sure if Sripali when it start playing, then it's changing than before. So we are hopeful to change the environment, everything, and hopefully we can get more paid, more more facilities, everything. So it's not bad, but yeah, it will be. I think it have to be improvement.
Wow. So you're thinking 3 4 years it'll be in a very different state, and it'll be closer to what it should be, probably globally. Amazing. What challenges do you see for women's cricket? What are your challenges for this game itself, like moving forward?
The challenging thing is like there have the challenging thing you have to watch the women's cricket a lot. So if people is not interest, so like not interest to watch, then like no one sponsor you, and team is like less team is sponsor and less money, and then like less facilities. That's the like main thing. So that's the we have to like change environment, like do not think about that like it's women's cricket, I do not want it to watch. Lots of people is still like same, they have the okay women's cricket, we do not want it to watch. So that's the main thing have to change. If it can be changed, then everything will be changed for sure.
So you think it will take people
Yeah.
watching more and more. That's good. Winnie, what are your thoughts? What do you see as the challenges?
Uh, like me in Malaysia, cricket is not the number one game. So it's like quite a big challenging to get more people to watch. But day by day, we can see more women's cricketers coming in to play. So that's a really good sign. And I hope from here we'll get more supporters, and also women's cricket will get more sponsorship, so we can play in a higher level soon. Because Malaysia is football is number one here actually, and then comes to cricket. Cricket is number two. So we are trying to make cricket same like football one day. So I think this achievement will come soon because it's looking like going to that very good path. So just hoping for a good sign.
Wonderful. Have either of you played in a World Cup?
No, not me. The biggest tournament we played is the Asia Cup in Malaysia in 2018. Malaysia was host.
Wow. And how did you do? Did you win that? Did you guys win the tournament?
We didn't win, but it was a really good experience for us to be playing with higher international team like India and Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. So it was a very good experience for us, a learning process for us, and also for me as a captain to to captain in a big tournament like that is a really good achievement for me.
Amazing. And what about you, Janatul? Have you played in a World Cup already since you've been playing cricket?
No, actually, I'm not playing for Bangladesh, but not playing World Cup yet. But hopefully, one day I'll play.
Maybe the next one. So
Hopefully.
do you guys play ODI, T20, and Test, or is there one format that you don't play?
We only play T20.
Okay, you don't do the Test. That's very interesting. But you do ODIs, right? You do 50 overs.
In Malaysia, we don't do 50 overs. We only do T20s.
But some countries do 50 overs, I'm guessing, or
international, yeah, I like Australia and all they do, but in Malaysia they haven't started yet playing the ODIs. They only playing the T20s.
Well, that's a good start because
Have you played Test?
It's a short and sweet game, right?
Yeah, actually, globally, women's cricket. Yeah, you can keep continue.
Okay, go ahead.
Neelakshi,
you were saying
I was
globally?
asking, have you played matches?
We play domestically, not internationally, but globally, women's cricket didn't play that much test match. Not only like my team or another team, they just play couple of like test matches, but they are mostly play the ODI and like T20 mostly, and the last test match in Australia versus England match maybe 3 years ago. So women's cricket less test match, and the rules be different than other the boys test match. We are women's golf going to play 3 days actually.
Interesting.
I remember the last test match where Mithali Raj, her team played against South Africa in 2014. After that, no test match was held in women's cricket.
Yeah, that's the last
recently. Yeah, and recently the BCCI secretary announced that there will be a test match against England in the later in this late year, and it will be interesting to watch after such a long time a test match, women's test match.
That would be interesting. Okay, Sripali, what do you see as the challenges for women's cricket moving forward? Sripali, that's for you. Can you hear us? Oh, okay, she disappeared. How interesting.
It's Norma here. I just want to interrupt. Sripali's got issues with there's a storm heading over Sri Lanka at the moment, and she's worried that the phone can't connect. So Sripali's in the middle of a storm, and we mustn't forget Neelakshi Sharma's here in regards to the fan side of things, the supporter side of things. That's an important part of what happens.
Yes.
So I'd love to hear more from Neelakshi as well. It'd be great.
Absolutely. Actually, okay, Neelakshi, the floor is yours. What are your views? What do you watch women's cricket? What do you see as future of women's cricket, especially in India?
Yeah, I think the women's cricket is evolving more and more after they won the finals in England 2017. Although they've lost the finals by 9 runs, but they have won a billion hearts. And I'm sure the young girls have found role models of the women cricket.
Have you been watching women's cricket for many years?
Actually, I have watched men's cricket mostly, but yeah, nowadays I do watch women's cricket. And recently, 2 days ago, I watched the second ODI, India versus South Africa, where Smriti Mandhana, I love her. I really like to watch her. She's my favorite players, Smriti and Maithili Raj. She scored 80 of 64 balls, and it's her 18th century in her 53rd ODI matches, and which is quite remarkable.
Wow, I mean, her numbers are amazing. Like any of like a legendary players. We should be hearing more about these players. Do you think
Even
the BCCI does it promote women's cricket? What are your views about that? I'm curious.
Yeah, definitely it promotes women cricket. They will be the senior players now, and they will be guiding the young girls. And so I think the young bright future in women's cricket.
That's
and since the
interesting.
BCCI has taken over the women's cricket, so they have access to best facilities.
Well, it's good to see them take a keen interest, because I think when they were set up, they were only focusing on the men's game, but then they realized this is great for the country and the world. So they have a lot of resources, right? So they can really help the game, for sure. Do you want to ask Janathul or Winifred some questions? Please go ahead.
Hello, Jonathan.
Hi.
My question is what was your favorite match so far in your cricket career?
Yeah, there have couple of matches. It was my very favorite, but I would like to mention there had though it was not an international match, but it was one of my best moment of my game. So I would like to explain why. So we are in the final in domestic competition, and we need 4 rounds to win, and this is a very big tournament. And then our one of the main pace bowler, she is so good bowler. Actually, I do not want to mention her name, though actually. And we need 4 rounds of 2 balls. So I was the last batsman of my team. So they had 1 wicket gone. So it was very crucial moment. One run needed. sorry, 4 run needed in last ball, and though I didn't bat the last like full tournament because I had big injury. So people were thinking, okay, she's injured. What can she do actually? But thanks God, I did really well and I scored the 4. So it's still this one the like best match in my life actually.
Nice.
Thanks.
Neelakshi, do you have a question for Winifred?
Who is your favorite women cricketer so far? Any country?
Actually, I have more men favorite cricketers than women cricketers.
Same here.
So, like now I say I watch more.
You
I
can
don't
say
have actually. Actually, I don't have any favorite women cricketers. I watch every because in Malaysia we don't have broadcasting for women's cricket, so I can't really watch them playing. So I don't know how they are.
You can say my name then.
Yes.
So I actually have a few men cricketers as my favorite cricketers, which first was Sangakkara, Kumar Sangakkara, and
He is
and then I had Chris Gale, and my favorite bowler was Bradley when I started playing because I started as a bowler first, and towards my middle of my career I became I also could bat, and now I'm an all-rounder. So they are my favorite cricketers.
amazing.
You had another question, right, Neelakshi? Go for it.
Not really.
Okay, but if you have any, just speak, just ask away, because I want this to be like interactive. And by the way, Janato and Winifred, if you want to ask each other any questions or anything, go for it too. You know, I think Norman wants to make this more interactive. It's more fun that way. It's not so black and white, you know. He's so fun. Actually, let's talk about how did both of you meet him? I'm curious. What's your story with Norman?
Actually, Norman and we are friends, and she also friend of Norman. Then Norman introduced me. She's the captain of Malaysia team. That's the thing. And I think same thing from Winnie.
Yeah.
I would like to ask a question to Winnie. How old are you actually?
Huh?
How old are you?
21. No. I'm 28 this year. 28. And
Okay.
you? 31.
Can you guess, Neelakshi, how old I am?
You?
31.
26 or 27?
Yeah, you are
Late.
right. I have to go for suicide now. I am 27.
You are young.
Sorry?
You are young though.
What I'm look like? I am look like 27.
No.
No. You all look very young, like you're between 18 to 21, something like that. Very, very young.
See, I told you I was 21.
I believed it.
Yeah, she looks like she's young.
Ooh.
How old do I look?
Winifred is not 21.
How old are you, Norman? We all want to know.
Century, half century.
Gargi.
Hi, hello everyone.
I can't hear
Namaste,
anything.
Gargi. So
Something.
nice to
Why
have
am I
you.
hearing something?
He reached
Sorry.
half century.
I scored half centuries. Yes, very correct, Winifred. I think you said that. I can't hear properly. Just to let you know, we've got Gargi Wankar. She's on the phones, the cameras as well. Some of the people are making comments. They're saying who the girls are. We made it pretty clear earlier on. I think for the sake of some of our new guests coming on the side, well, I'll go through it and repeat it again. We've got obviously Preity Upala, who most of you know from many, many episodes. Neelakshi Sharma is one of our favourite fans and supporters, who's now a semi-regular guest on our program. Gargi Wankar is also a regular panelist who's playing at a very high level in India, playing domestically and will one day play for India. Jana Sripali, well, she played for Bangladesh at the age of 16, not under 16's Lucifer, for when she was 16. I'll get that clear. And Winifred, well, she's been captain since she was, 6 years old? No, since 14. And she's now been a captain for 11 years for her national country. If she was playing for any other country in the world, she would go straight into the team. So these girls are very significant. Lucifer Johnson, just to make it very clear, if you were listening to the conversation, you would have heard all of that. So I'm just repeating it for you, and I'll go. Bye-bye. You're not going to see me again. Ciao.
Yes, Lucifer, you should have been paying attention. We have like captains and, eminent players here. We are so fortunate. Gargi, we want to hear from you. We've been talking about the kind of the future of women's cricket moving forward, and some challenges that you see in your sport. So where I'm curious, because being Indian, obviously, there's the men's game. So are you happy with where women's cricket is in India? Do you think it has a long way to go? Do you think it's moving there quickly? What are your views?
Yeah, with the current situation, not definitely satisfied, but I'm liking the way it is developing. I mean, so after the 2017 World Cup campaign, see, we reached the finals, we played at Lords, and girls actually displayed such a great performance. So after that, there has been a significant change in how people perceive women's cricket in India. So more matches are being broadcasted, and India is going to play their first test match after 2014 against England. And I mean, there are many upcoming series. So I see there's a development. Definitely not satisfied, but yeah, there has been a significant improvement. And last T20 World Cup, we played finals in Australia. So yeah, there is more there's more encouragement for women's cricket, but there is long way to go, definitely. Yeah.
Do you find the BCCI very supportive to the women's, because they have resources, they can do so, they're so powerful, right? It's so I'm curious what their relationship with women's cricket is.
Yeah, see, so definitely there can be more number of matches played for women's in the domestic level. You see, from the grassroots level in India, you can see that there are not many clubs for girls, especially. Okay, and for boys, you can see cricket from under 12 level. Okay, and girls, it starts from under 19. So you can see a difference there itself in the grassroots level. So yeah, definitely, if there will be more number of matches, there will be more number of opportunities to perform for the players. So it will make a difference, definitely. They're doing well. I mean, after the World Cup campaign, as I told you, we have been better, but yeah, much can be done.
And challenges moving forward, what are some of the things that you feel are still problematic?
I see there is also a gender pay gap. Yeah, very prominent. You can see there's a huge difference. So I guess that will reduce only after more number of matches as India puts up better performances. As you can see, I mean, Norman must be knowing, like in Australia, Australian women players get same contract as the men's. I mean, yeah, they also play the Big Bash League, and the franchises are same as that of men's. So yeah, here lies the difference, you see.
We obviously IPL is big. I'm surprised why they don't have IPL for women. They could absolutely do that, right?
Yes, I mean they can. I guess they can. They have that that quality of players that teams can be built out of them. So I'm actually quite hopeful that in a couple of years you can see women's IPL in India.
Yeah, and it can
Yeah.
be maybe start domestically, but then you have like how IPL is right now, global, and you can
Yeah.
bid and all of that. That's so interesting.
Yeah,
And
actually
Neelakshi,
IPL
do
is
you
such a
go for it?
Yeah, I mean IPL is such a big brand globally. It will be actually a huge encouragement for women's cricket. I mean, as Indian, all the domestic players will also get to play with the foreign players, and they'll get a good exposure.
Absolutely. Neelakshi, do you have any question for Gargi? Maybe about the Indian team or anything like that?
What do you think about Mithali her amazing career? I mean, she's the highest run scorer in the women's cricket history.
Yeah,
Any
I
thoughts?
mean, yeah, she is a legend. You cannot say anything. Yeah, she is a legend definitely. Recently, after playing after 12 months directly an international game, she was able to score a 50, and she looked in a good touch. And she has been a great leader, and she's a ambassador of women's cricket for India,
Yeah.
and a very humble person. I've met her personally, and she's a really humble person. Yeah.
I have heard her in some of the interviews where she said being a cricketer was never her vision. She wanted to become a dancer, Bharatanatyam dancer, when she was young. Then after that, she decided to be a cricketer.
Yeah.
I think she made the right move. Playing international cricket for your country is more exciting than being a Bharatanatyam dancer, I'm sure. So tell me, by the way, Gargi, do you know Winifred and Janatul? Are you friends? Have you played with each other?
Yes, I recently had been in contact with Winifred. We have met on Instagram, so I know her.
Have you
Yeah.
played with either of them?
No, no.
How exciting.
Now, hang on, Gargi. You've played
Yeah.
against Janatul in Bangladesh. What are you talking about?
Okay, yes. I
Oh
did.
my
I'm
God.
so I'm so sorry.
Sorry, I had to butt
He
in
knows
because
your whole every game you've played.
Yeah, I even met Norman in Bangladesh only, and yeah, someone also in Bangladesh.
but
I just forgot. I'm
Janatul,
sorry.
Janatul, what side did you play for, Janatul?
I
In
play
Bangladesh.
for BKSP. I'm captain of BKSP.
BKSP. And you played for
Yeah.
Gargi. Who did you play for?
Mm, the name was quite difficult. I'll
That's
just.
okay. But you played against
It was
BKSP.
it was Sheikh Russell. It was Sheikh
Wow.
Russell team.
Sheikh Russell, and Sheikh Russell
Yeah.
plays BKSP. I was there. I
BKSP.
saw you
Yeah.
both play.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had
And
to.
it was the
sorry.
same ground, you know. I guess BKSP ground only. The
Correct.
ground was in that school. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually mentioned before I studied in BKSP. So yeah, this
Okay.
is the ground of us.
I didn't realize young women lost their memory so quickly. What is this?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. I'm going. I couldn't help myself.
He's so cute. So I'm so excited about this, learning about the Asian Cup. How big is it? Is it pretty? Is it every year? Is it every 4 years? I mean, how does it work?
It actually 2 years then actually, but for the COVID situation, it's gonna be happening like last year, but it will change reschedule maybe this year, but it's still not sure. It can be changed again. But last year I was when last time in 2018, Winnie also was there in play also for Malaysia, and I was for play for Bangladesh. And India is so good team. We never beat India before. So
Okay.
this is the first time we beat first of all India, and then we was in the semi-final. But first time we don't even think we can go to the semi-final because we lost first match versus Sri Lanka so badly. Sripali also there maybe, and we just all out below 100, and then actually so badly. And then we not even think we can be on the like, Asia Cup. This is the biggest like achievement of for our girls team. And men's team also never can win the Asia Cup, the big tournament like this. And this is really like big achievement for Bangladesh cricket. And then we beat India team, and then Pakistan, and then we are semi-final. And they have lots of crowd, lots of people coming, lots of Bangladeshi and Indian people live in Malaysia actually. So lots of people is over there, and it was a very close match, like 2 runs needed of last ball, and this is like it's still I can feel, and it's like so memorable. So 2 runs needed. I didn't play the match. I was the 12th man, and I was going to run and say to my teammates, just go for one at least and make the match draw, and like Mm, and go for it. And my who the batsman is, I would like to mention Salma Khatun, the captain of Bangladesh. She was in the non-striker, and Jahanara Alam, she is in the striker batsman. And she looks very confident, and she, Shuna, you can go. I know what's my business. And then just we are so like excited, and her friend they also so excited, and we luckily won the match, and India come as a World Cup runner up. So it was huge for us. It's really amazing.
Wow. So you are the current World Cup champions.
No, Asia Cup. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, Asia Cup. So do you
Yeah.
have a World Cup as well? You have a separate World Cup tournament too as well, or this would be the World Cup?
No, we have separate World Cup actually. It's happened last year in Australia.
Okay. Oh,
It also,
obviously, yeah, Asia. The Asian countries playing.
yeah,
Interesting. So, and this year it will be held where? In Malaysia or in Bangladesh?
in Bangladesh, but I don't think so. It can be happen because it will be maybe rescheduled going next year.
So you get more time to practice, I guess, and
Yeah.
how interesting. Gargi, have you played in a World Cup
No,
so far?
actually I'm yet to play for India. I
Okay.
play domestic level here. Yeah.
Do you guys have like something like Ranji Trophy, something like that, like a domestic national level tournament?
Yes, we do, and I'm currently playing the same. We have the same like level, but it is not named as Ranji Trophy. It is just called Senior Women's One Day Championship or Senior Women's T20 Championship. No days game yet, but yeah, we play white ball cricket.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask Sripali about post cricket life, how easy is it to transition? But I guess she's not here to share with us. But I want to ask all three of you, what is the I guess the lifespan of a woman cricketer today? Is it, I mean, do they play until the mid-30s, or is there I mean, what's the trend? Like, do you find that at a certain point they choose to retire, and also what do they go into after cricket? Do they become commentators, or do they take up another sport?
I mean, anyone in three of us has never thought about this till now, that what we are going to do after. Yeah. So it depends upon that player, I guess. I mean, how much their body supports and the way their career span is. It actually depends upon their body. Like you see, Mithali Raj is still playing, and
Wow.
Jhulan Goswami being a medium
She's
pacer bowler, she's still there and picking wickets. I mean, she got man of the match in the last match. So yeah,
So there's no age, I guess. Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. As
mm,
long as your body and I guess mind as well.
mine.
What about
Yeah.
you, Winifred? What's your have you you're as especially in Malaysia, is there like a sort of a trend, or how long people play? Do they play into their 30s?
And now actually in the Malaysian team, it's a young team actually. No one is above 30 yet. So
Wow,
yeah,
very young.
we actually got a very young team. So I have no idea what's gonna happen.
That's amazing though, to get girls started very young. The younger, the better, right? And then you have
Yeah.
a lot of young girls playing. So I'm curious, do you feel like your country's governments, or boards, I guess, are they very supportive? Do you get the support that you feel? Obviously, um, are you satisfied with the level of support that you guys get from your, I guess, countries and whatever cricket boards that you have to deal with?
In Malaysia, because we are not the cricket is not so famous here. So, but our association support us till the maximum. They give us everything we need, and they try to get games for us. So that's a very good sign to see that, because as a country which is not famous, to get games is something very good actually. Because now because of the pandemic, we slowed down a bit. We don't have much games. I think about 1 year we haven't played any match. Yeah.
Wow.
So our next target is the Asia qualifiers. So now our training is all more focused to that Asia qualifiers. Yeah.
And you girls, what are your views?
Actually, I wanted to ask Vinny, are you practicing? I mean, as a team, like, are you currently practicing? Because last time I had a talk with her, she was in lockdown.
Yeah.
So,
We just begin our centralized training again.
okay.
So yeah. So now everything is getting smooth again. So hope it doesn't get another lockdown.
Yeah, that's good.
Do you guys
And
have
Neelakshi, do you have any? I think you have some question. You want to ask someone something, right?
uh, do you guys have interest in any other sports other than cricket? I mean,
Uh, Athletics. I like athletics.
Like 100-meter sprint.
Very good.
I'm pretty you.
Me, I love cricket. I love soccer, and I like tennis as well. Just watching. Badminton, I used to play.
Yeah,
But and
badminton.
yeah,
I love badminton.
it's a
Every
good
Indian
game to play. Actually, and squash as well. I played squash. Yeah, it's fun. A lot of Indians love badminton and they love squash, and they're pretty good. When I was very young, I used to play soccer too. I love it because I'm fast. I like to run around, but now I'm just a spectator. It's very joyful to watch.
So
What
who's
about
your
you,
favorite,
Renata? Any
Ronaldo
other
or
sports
Messi?
that?
Yeah,
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I used
yeah. So who's your
volleyball and
favorite, Ronaldo or Messi? Who's your favorite soccer player?
Me, I like the older ones. I like the Maradonas and the Pelés.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but between the two, I think Messi for sure.
Oh no.
Well,
Ronaldo fan, yeah.
he's like a master, right? He's an artist. What about you girls? Who's your favorite soccer player?
Of course,
Messi.
CR7.
Yeah, CR7.
No
We
one
got
can.
CR7 fans here. No one can beat him, yeah.
No, he's amazing.
Yeah. Legend.
Definitely the cutest. Actually, there are many
That's
cute ones, but yeah, he's definitely a special kind of cute. What about you girls? Do you also play any other sports? Do you watch any other sports other than soccer?
yeah. I just love
I
to
play
play
badminton.
basketball. Yeah, you can say. You can keep continuing, Neelakshi.
Yeah, you were saying some. Did you say badminton?
Badminton, volleyball, and table tennis.
Do you play them or as well?
I even took coaching when I was in school. Volleyball and table tennis coaching. And
Wow.
now I don't play volleyball, but yeah, I do play badminton still. But for volleyball, you will need a team, which I don't have now.
That's true.
And for table tennis, I don't have a partner to play table tennis. I mean, my friends don't play table tennis.
What about you girls?
I love to play basketball and table tennis and lots of soccer and rugby, lots of games actually. And this is the first time I heard from someone who loves athletics, honestly.
Oh, very good. Who is your favorite basketball player? There's so
Michael
many.
Jordan. Yeah, so many I follow. I love to play basketball more than I love to watch.
That's very good. What about you, Gargi? What other sports do you play and watch?
I love watching badminton. I also love playing badminton and table tennis. I used to play chess when I was in school. I was pretty good at it, but later on, as I started cricket, I just left. Then, yeah, yeah.
Wow, it's amazing. And sports players are usually good in. They can be good in many sports. I've noticed that, right? They just have the ability, I think. All right, so I want to ask each of you, to a young girl who's interested in cricket and maybe is thinking about taking it seriously. What's your advice to a young girl who loves cricket and maybe wants to play it professionally? What's your advice?
Yeah, I'll just say, yeah, follow your dreams. Yeah. Because now it is the time, and as the women's cricket is evolving, you can pick it up as a career. Yeah, in India, definitely. So I'll just ask her to follow her dreams and believe in yourself, no matter what.
I would advise her to to join Best Academy, Cricket Academy,
Yes,
so that she
yeah, that's why you get I mean, you get the basics of the game, and it is very important to learn the basics of the game first as you start. So it is important to, yeah, take the coaching.
I would like to say don't come to play. I just kidding.
No. We had 1 hour. We were talking about how amazing everything is.
I just
You're so
I heard
funny.
that, Jonathan. I heard that.
He's hearing everything.
Norman is upset now, I guess.
No, that's all right. Look, I've rejoined now. It's been about an hour and
Yes.
10 minutes, but I think this has been fantastic. And I want to thank Preity and Neelakshi, Gargi, and Jonathan and Winifred. Now, Sripali's not here, but I've been talking to her on the phone. She has a massive storm going on. All of her internet has crashed. But it's not the last time. I'm going to make this very clear. This is not the last time you girls will be on this program. I would like you all. Gargi's already been involved. So is Neelakshi and Preity. Now, both Jonathan and Winifred, please join us. We've got some amazing people on. You know, we've got the Adam Hollyoaks, Jeff Thompson, a lot of very famous cricketers, male cricketers. But I'm going to be bringing more women onto the screens, like Sripali, for example, the likes of Shabnam Ismail when she's got time. I'm going to bring these girls on. Rana, which we know. I want to make this a regular thing that we have female content on the show, not just as guests, but your own program, okay? And it's up to you girls to get together now with me and have that as a regular thing. We've had a good viewership. We had some people make comments. People have to get more and more exposed to women's cricket, and that's why we're doing this. Do you all agree?
Yes, definitely. We
Okay.
had fun.
Now,
Yeah.
Winifred, for example, is the captain of her country in Malaysia. It's an amazing honour. Janet will play for a country at 16, an amazing honour. Gargi is going to be playing for India by the next video that we have, I think. No, hopefully she will. And Neelakshi, you've been fantastic. You know a lot about cricket. And I think just my 2 cents worth about a few things. I like to add this now. I mean, the very fact that we've got a World Cup. Now, the Asia Cup being a lot of the subcontinent countries, including Malaysia, is a great tournament in itself. There are so many teams which have not qualified for the World Cup but can. And the more exposure they get, the better the chances will be. And for example, that particular slide that we were talking about before, which I've posted on a number of occasions, has let me just find it. Yeah. So we have the ICC women's tournaments now. Some of you talked about it. 2023 to 2031, which is in that 8-year period. The Cricket World Cup, which is in fact the ODI, the 50 over, is in 2025. There are 8 teams with 31 matches, but in 2029 there will be 10 teams. So a team like Bangladesh and a team like Malaysia can actually make that now, because I think Malaysia, where are you? You're about 15th in the world, 17th in the world, something like that.
Not really. We've gone
you're getting close.
They've gone up.
We've gone down to 30 something because of not playing much games.
That's the problem. That is the problem.
Yeah,
that Malaysia should be playing against everybody.
Yeah, once the pandemic came and we went down because of less tournaments.
But you can still be in the top 10, top 12 in the future. And that's what you should go for. And the viewers on here, which are a lot of Indians, a lot of USA, a lot of Australian, we should be talking about getting sponsorships for these countries to get them to play against more tournaments and to pay the girls better. And that's something I'm trying very hard to help them do. As well, the T20 World Cup in 2024 has 10 teams. But in 26, 28, and 30, there are going to be 12 teams. Now, Bangladesh is in the top 10, I think 9th, sometimes 8th. India is obviously in the top 8. But Winifred's team, top 30, who should be in the top 15, is getting very close to being in the top 12. So you have something to aim for now. It's a magnificent advancement. Also, there's a T20 Champions Cup in 27 and 31 of 6 teams, and they're going to be more satellite teams, more of the greater number of teams. There are more women playing cricket in countries around the world than I believe men. There are many countries like Vanuatu and Peru and countries like that where women's cricket is played actually more, or at least equal to, but more than men. So there's no excuses for it. we need to get more of you ladies on the screen. So I'm expecting you, every one of you, to take part in the programs. And when you're talking with some of the important people from the English Cricket Board, David Graveney. David Graveney is a former chairman of selectors. He has a lot of influence. We talk to him on camera, we can get more exposure. As the tournament's going, I want you all to be a part of it. And Gargi's already started, Neelakshi and Preity, but Janato, I want you to be a part of it, and Winifred as well. Sripali will if there's no stupid storm going on, which is annoying me, a poor thing. But just quickly on what Preity was talking about, we have Sripali has finished 16 years of playing for her country. She's now has got a qualification from Australia, the Australian Institute of Fitness. She's a Masters of Training. She's now a personal trainer. She's doing fantastically well in Sri Lanka. Many guests, and people on this program can contact her online and get online coaching. It's a magnificent next stage of your career. Gargi and Janet, Winifred, you say you don't know what your next stage is. You need to start to think about that now. You have to start to connect. You have an opportunity here to be a commentator, don't you? To be able to show your ability to talk on camera, which you all do fantastically well. There's a future for commentary. There's a future for writing, coaching, mentoring, training, fitness. There's so many things you can do. And that's what you must not just play cricket, but think of your next stage, because you won't be playing cricket forever at that level. So don't wait until, I mean, Gargi, you're doing a law degree, aren't you?
Yeah.
So we've got a lawyer coming through. But the fact is, it's very important to have education, but also to have other aspects of cricket. And Sripali is a very good example. She has spent 16 years playing only cricket and was concerned about her future. She had nothing to go to next. And I helped her, and she got the qualification. Now she has a qualification against her name, and she can train anywhere in the world. And she's doing it. And she's starting a school. A man called Asanga Sinaratna, he has 2 daughters. He's a very influential Sri Lankan man. He has multiple hotels in Sri Lanka. He's creating a location, a fitness center he's going to build for them. It's magnificent. And he's also got, his 2 daughters play for Sri Lanka in tennis. So it's quite special. So I want Winifred, especially you from Malaysia. Winifred is the best ambassador any country could have. Captain for 11 years, correct, Winifred? 11 years? What's that, 10? What's that, L?
7.
7 years. 7 years. My God, 7 years is a long time too. The reality is she is a great ambassador. She was fantastic when Malaysia hosted the Asia Cup there, which Bangladesh won. They beat India. And do you remember that, Gargi and Neelakshi? Bangladesh won that with Rana Ahmed. So we're going to have these girls on more often. And I'm very proud to have brought everybody together here. And I'm very proud of Preity with her commentary. We need to be more aware. And Preity asked very obvious questions, which is important. What is the World Cup? What is the Asia Cup? How does it connect? You girls have to tell us what your needs are, because we have people listening to this program who are very significant and people who are leading countries of other, like as in cricket. So we want your help. Okay. Thank you for coming. I really do appreciate it, especially Preity and Neelakshi, Gargi, Janatul, Winifred, and Sripali, who always has problems with a computer. It's another. I've got to get it. She has a new Apple computer, but it's that they have storms in Sri Lanka, and it's particularly bad. So she wants to. She was on the phone to me all the time. She will be on more programs. We're going to be running training courses, fitness courses with her. And Winifred, I'd like you to perhaps help us organise how to play cricket. You could be a how-to person. You could show us how to play. Would you like to do that? Yes, you would. She's very good. She's very shy. She's not shy. She's a great ambassador. All right. So I'm going to take a quick little photo from my blog. But as you saw, girls, we have an amazing platform here. I'm very privileged to have a lot of followers, and we need to continue that. We're going to grow this channel. We'll get more. This is small numbers for the first program, but it's going to grow. Your program will get many thousands watching, and we need to profile you, talk about you and your connections. I'm really proud of you. Okay, Very much thank you. And thank you, Preity, for your help. What time is it there? Don't forget, Preity is in California in America. And what time is it there? It is something like
6 a.m. I think.
6 a.m. in the morning. And she's already been on the phone for almost an hour and a half. She got very early. So I mean, Neelakshi and Gargi, it's what time is it there? You're about what? It's 8:30.
It's 7:30. Yeah.
Oh, that's so late. 7:30. Oh my God, that's so late. Poor Preity here. It's 6 in the morning. Jonathan, well, it's getting past her bedtime. It's 1 o'clock. And Winifred, you're still okay. What's it, 10 o'clock there in Malaysia?
10, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, girls. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I know you all very well, and I'm very proud of you, okay? You know that I'm very proud of you. I'm like a father to some of you, and I really appreciate that connection. Sripali's not here, and I miss having her here, but we'll do more of this. So, guys, I think a lot of you, and I want you to be a part of this program. You've now broken the ice. You can talk on camera. You've had many thousands of people going to watch this, and they're going to be very proud of it. Winifred's eyelids lifted then when she had thousands. It's true. Because Gargi, the first time Gargi was on, she had thousands watching her. All of her fans back in India. We'll get your team on soon. What's your team called again?
Vidarbha Cricket Association.
Okay.
VCA. Yeah.
We need to get some of your players on the next time as well. Okay. So girls, you're involved. You're now in the family of Eyes on Cricket, and we're expecting you to be more a part of this. Okay. Everyone happy?
So happy.
Thank you, Norman.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank
All right,
you.
guys. We're going to say a general goodbye to all the people who are watching. There's plenty of people who have been commenting, and we're going to say namaste, which is. I'll say namaste.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, guys, thank you very much. We're gonna continue this more and more. So please, this is not the last time we're going to do it. Okay? You promise? Pinky, where's your pinky? Or put your pinky forward. Neelakshi, put your pinky forward. Ayo, she's not hearing. All right. Okay, girls. I really appreciate having you on screen, and we're going to talk more. I'm going to bring Rana on, Sharma. We're going to bring lots of people on. Okay, so a lot more people are going to come. All right. So thanks, viewers. This is Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochnek. We're going to say goodbye to you all now. Next time we'll have plenty more. Thanks again to Preity and your gaggle of girls. I'll call you. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks, Winnie. Thanks, John Schultz, Gargi.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
for watching,
Ciao.
everyone. Bye.
Guys, stay on. I'm going to stop it. Stay on.